Hello students. Last time we learned about the major events in the subcontinent's history starting from BC period. Now we will know about the important events that happened in AD period. Let's start with the arrival of Islam in the subcontinent. In 629 AD, Islam arrived in the subcontinent. Muslim invasions in the subcontinent mainly took place from the 12th to the 16th century. Muslims' contributions to art, culture, and architecture is part of the subcontinent's glorious history. The economy was so rich during the Muslim rule that the subcontinent was known as the Golden Bird. It is believed that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him's companion Malik bin Dinar came to the subcontinent's western coast in 7th century and built a mosque there, which still exists. In 712 AD, Muhammad bin Qasim was an Arab who defeated Raja Dahir and established Umayyad Islamic rule in South Punjab, that is, Multan. Ghaznavis was the Turkish Muslim dynasty that started near the Indus River. Mahmud Ghaznavi was the most influential ruler of this dynasty, who is famous for his 17 invasions against the Indian subcontinent. Ghaznavis made Lahore their capital city. Rule of Zainab Tari begins in the subcontinent in 1092 AD. She was the first absolute female ruler in the history of South Asia, as well as only female who ruled Sindh. 1175 AD. Ghauri dynasty begins. The dynasty converted to Islam from Buddhism. The Ghauris were a dynasty of Iranian origin. Though the Ghauri Empire was short-lived, it laid the foundation for subsequent Muslim rule in India. 1206 AD. Qutbuddin Aibak establishes Delhi Sultanate in the subcontinent that lasted for 84 years. Qutbuddin, a slave of Muhammad Ghauri, founded the slave dynasty. The fusion of Muslim customs and styles under the Delhi Sultanate gave rise to the beginnings of Indo-Islamic art and architecture, which reached its glory under the rule of Mughals. Genghis Khan was the founder and first great Khan of the Mongol Empire. The Mongol Empire launched several invasions into the subcontinent in the 13th and 14th centuries. He invaded the subcontinent to steal the wealth of the country. Iltutmish was the first Delhi Sultan to face the Mongol attack. He saved India from Mongol invasion wisely. (1236 AD). Razia Sultana was the fifth Sultan of the Delhi Sultanate. She is notable for being the first female Muslim ruler of the subcontinent and the only female Muslim ruler of Delhi. In 1398, Taimur invaded the subcontinent with an aim of destroying the Hindu kings and rulers. He was a Mongol and a descendant of Genghis Khan. He considered Genghis Khan as his role model. He was brutal to his enemies and destroyed cities. Temur was responsible for the destruction and plunder of the cities. He took away with him enormous wealth and left the people quite poor and helpless. Delhi never regained her own place until it came under the great Mughal Empire. There was a spread of infectious diseases in the subcontinent due to the pollution of the air and water supply of the city by the dead bodies of thousands of local people. Lodi Sultanate. The Lodi dynasty was an Afghan dynasty and ruled the Delhi Sultanate from 1451 to 1526 AD. Ibrahim Lodi, the last Sultan of Lodi dynasty, was defeated in 1526 at the Battle of Panipat. This marked the end of the Lodi dynasty and the rise of the Mughal Empire in India, led by Zahiruddin Muhammad Babur. We will continue doing this timeline in the next lesson, that is in part 3. Let's arrange the timeline of the subcontinent in another way. Let's create a short timeline of the major events of the subcontinent history. 2 million years ago, proto-humans. 500,000 BC, Stone Age. 5000 BC to 3300 BC, Indus Valley Civilization. 1000 BC, Iron Age. 700 BC, the Aryan invasion. 500 BC, Gandhara Kingdom. 500 BC to 450 BC, the Persian Empire. 326 BC, Alexander's invasion. 321 BC, Mauryan Empire. 200 BC to 150 BC, Gandhara Civilization. 450 to 489 AD, White Huns. 629 AD, arrival of Islam in the subcontinent. 712 AD, Umayyad Islamic rule in the subcontinent. 1001 AD, Ghaznavis. 1175 AD, Ghori dynasty. 1451 AD, Lodi Sultanate. Hope you have understood the timeline. Thank you.